Hello, welcome to the California Pauper Community channel. My name is Josh, and I am your host for this evening. Today I did a survey slash poll in the Pauper MTG Facebook group, and out of the 8 plus choices, since people were able to spin their decks, this was the winner. We are doing mono black control. Um, the fun thing about this deck is it's very linear. There's a lot of interactions. But at the same time, if your opponent gets behind, this deck is very, very punishing. What do I mean by punishing? Well, if your opponent misses a land drop, this deck has chittering rats, which lets them, which makes them have to put stuff from their hand back on top of their library, which means they're not drawing another card for turn. If they are if they're really hurting for draws, we have Thorn of the Black Rose, which goes Monarch. Incidentally, it also has Death Touch, so it trades up a lot of the time. This deck has a lot of this deck has a good main board discard outlet in the form of Distress. Distress is a really, really weird version of Thoughtseize, and by weird, it just costs one more black mana. But the difference between two black and one black makes all the difference. Distress is bonkers because it doesn't matter what the CMC is. It doesn't matter if it's a land, if it's a land, if it's a if it has to be a non-land, but it doesn't matter if it's a creature, a sorcery, instant, enchantment, artifact, whatever, they discard it. So you have this really bonkers discard card in the main board. This deck also has really good answers to 1 toughness creatures in the form of Kumbaj Witches, which it's a 1/3, so it's a 2 mana 1/3. That's really important. It deals 1 damage to any target, and your opponent gets to choose another target to deal 1 damage to. So it does kind of rely on you having a lot of tough creatures with big toughness, which you do. You don't have any 1 toughness creatures, so it's always good. You have a lot of 3-drops and 2-drops. And you get it back with Unearth. Unearth is never like a dead draw in this deck because Unearth has cycling, and cycling is, if you staple cycling onto anything, it just becomes a better card because it gives you options. All of this leading up to the finisher of the deck, which is Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Grey Merchant of Asphodel, when it enters, it's 3 colorless, 2 black. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is your devotion to black. You have a lot of black ticks scattered throughout the deck. It's really, really powerful. Sideboard, main board wise as well, you also have Barrenmore, which is a playset of Barrenmore, which is a cycling card, which just helps you stave off land flood. You have 23 lands to help you get to Gary, which is at 5 CMC. You also have Sign in Bloods, which can be a 2 mana shock. I know it sounds bad, but it's 2 mana shock that if your opponent's at 1 life or 2 life, it is literally a game winner. It's coincidentally, it just draws 2 cards, which is always really, really good because you never want to get flooded in any game of Magic. Unless you're like Seismic Swans, but this is Pauper. We're going to ignore that. Sideboard-wise, we have extra discard in the form of Duress. We also have Chainer's Edict. We have 3 mainboard Chainer's Edict. Against the Go White strategies, it's super bad. That's why you don't go to the playset of 4. Crypt Rats and sideboard. Some lists play it mainboard. I think it's a 1 or 2 is a good mainboard, but it depends on the metagame. Crypt Rats, it's 2 colorless, 1 black. Deals X damage until you don't need to tap it. So you can play it and then activate it in the same turn. So Crypt Rats deals X damage or X to each creature and player. Spend only black mana on X. So there's no colorless lands in our main board. Oh, before I even forget, we have main board Graveyard Hate in the form of Bajuka Bog in the main board too, just one of. because you never want to get stuck on 2 or 3. We have Tendrils of Corruption against burn decks. We can Tendrils our own stuff. Tendrils is 3 colorless, 1 black, deals X damage to target creature and gain X life, where X is the number of swamps you control. We have 19 swamps in the deck, or no, 18 swamps in the deck, so we're about to get like 3, 4, 5 life out of the corruptions. We also have Thorn of the Black Rose, 2 more Thorn and Black Rose in the sideboard, and 2 more relics just for extra graveyard hate. Without further ado, we'll get to the gameplay, and I will talk to you later. Alright, round 1. Let's see our opening hand. Our opening hand's pretty decent. 2 Kumbaj Witches, we have Sign and Bloods just in case we don't draw our 3rd land. Thorn of the Black Rose just to help us smooth out our draws. So okay, so it's a black-red land. It's a black-red gain land. So I'm assuming that this is black-red discard, which I think we're pretty good against. If they make us discard, I'll discard one of the Kumbaj Witches and the Oubliettes, because the black-red discard doesn't usually have any good mainboard stuff. This can also be black-red Reanimator, which... Okay, Radiant. I'm confused. So this may be black-red discard. Black-red Reanimator, we don't have any good answers. Well, we have 6 good answers, and that's in the form of 3 Chainer's Edicts and 2 Oubliettes, so 5. But let's play at this Kumbaj Witches, since we can't really not play it on turn 2. We need to get our devotion up, and this coincidentally just starts getting their life low. They've gained a whole bunch of life, so we're already at a disadvantage. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely black-red discard. Okay, so we drew our 4th land. I'll save the Sign and Blood for later, in case we need it, but we don't want to run that out now. A... 25. Really, they haven't done anything besides Chainer's Edict us, so I'm really hesitant on guessing what this deck is. Okay, card advantage. That's bad for us. I've also seen lists of this mono black control that play Night's Whisper instead of Sign and Bloods. I don't like Night's Whisper and any mono black control decks because it's not as versatile as Sign and Bloods. I can understand playing Night's Whisper in a Orzhov list or a Rakdos list, or a Dimir list even. Why would you play Night's Whisper in a Dimir list when you have so many good blue draws already? I don't know. Some people are just like that, but like I said, Sign of Blood is versatile because it can just be a shock if you need it. They're ramping hard. Not even hard. They're just haven't played anything besides Chainer's Edicts and Night Whispers. Okay, cool. Good to know. Okay. So there's a line where you can just play Oubliette and then Kumbaj, which is to get your devotion up to just in case you want to play Gary. I want to save the Oubliettes just in case they're playing some weird list with Ulamogs, Crushers in the main board. I want to play the Chainer's Edict and then play my Kumbaj Witches. So we can go for combat damage. Just play this now because we're filthy casual. Only play our threats. Main phase 1 and main phase 2. Always yield. Give us our card, good sir. Okay, 2 Oubliettes. It's pretty awesome. Stop gaining so much life. Keep forgetting he's bouncing his Radiant Fountain into his hand. Oh, God. Okay. Seven. He has a full grip. Which got me. To play a Thorn again? Yeah. Cool. That one fine with Oublietting. He had a pretty good start, so. Is he gonna Edict again? Doomblade doesn't work in this matchup. I'm glad that this list doesn't run Doomblade. Because there would have been a dead draw in this game. Okay, it's discard. Yeah. I'll discard this Oubliette. I'll play the other one. Okay, so if we don't draw land, we can play at our. That's good. Let's just do Oubliette. You can retrace back the Raven's crime. Yeah, I'd rather have double Monarch. Let's go. Okay. Alright, cool. We can discard the Baron more. They like a triple retrace, then we can't do anything about that. But as soon as we draw a Rajuka Pog, the shenanigans should be over. Man, I've been seeing this list go around, and I know that I looked at MTG Goldfish, that I knew that was kind of part of the metagame. It was higher than Elves in terms of metagame play. Didn't think we'd face it this soon. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was expecting Tron or Delver to win the survey. Ooh, okay. Terminate. Why? Are they gonna play like a 1-power creature? But yeah, I did a survey. I don't have Google Chrome up. I did a survey in Pauper MTG. Pauper MTG, just let you know, it's a pretty litty group. So Orzhov Mimic got second place. I thought, like I said, I thought Rainbowtron or a Delver would win it, but no. A lot of people want me to play some Mono Black Control, some Orzhov Mimic, Boros Aggro. Delver got fourth, so I'm not surprised about that. Um, sure. Let's go discard this more. This is a pretty cool list. I would run it one of these days. Okay. So get devotion up. It's fine. Did they run flame slash? Because that would deal with the thorn. Okay. Can't be mad at that. Unless they have another Knight's Whisper. I'm just gonna deny them the draw. Because I'm glad I didn't discard our last Kombajwich. This art looks sick, by the way. I've only seen like the regular art for it. But ooh, if they were printed in real life, I would scoop up the foil versions of that card so fast, along with that Kombajwich art. Oh my god. Who's the artist? I need to display the overlay, but I'll display the overlay later. Where is it? Show preview pane. Seb McKinnon. Oh my god. Young Ho, Young Hu Han, Young Hao Han. Oh, that art. Look at that art. So I'm probably gonna have the deck tech right here, but ooh, that's some sick ass art. We've drawn 3 more cards than them. I have Pachuca Bog, so. Okay. Retrace as much as you can, my dude. Retrace as much as you can. Okay. Sign of Blood. Want to do another one? I told if you want to retrace my whole hand, that's fine. Okay. That's why this deck plays Liliana Spectre. Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. Let's go with that. Let's discard Gary. We have 3 more Garys in the deck. It's fine. You can't make that up. Whoa, doggy. I am so sorry. Pachuca bogged. That's why Monarch's such a powerful mechanic. Like, you're just... Any draw mechanic is such a powerful mechanic. Just in case of Terminate. They can put Terminate on this deck, but I want to gain some life. 4, 6, 7, 9. Gain 9 life and deal 9 damage to you. Sounds decent, my dude. Oh. Gary's gonna get there. Gary's getting there. Okay. We have Unearth. Are you gonna Salt Scoop? I'm sorry. I shouldn't say it. People who say like, "Oh, you're so salty after scooping," it's like sometimes you're just not salty. Sometimes you know there's like no coming back from this, so it's fine. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Put on top of your library. Sure. It's like I had a choice. Which card should I put back on top of my library? I'm gonna guess that I draw Unearth. Oof. I'm so good. I am on point. um, let's go. Let's just attack with everybody. I'm gonna get my crown back. Sounds good. Do you want? Oof. Let's go. Oof. If I'm not gonna draw, if you denied me my draw, I'm gonna deny you your draw. Uh, that was the losing scoop. All right. So they don't play, from what I've seen, they don't play a mass amount of creatures. I don't want to cheat and look at MTG Goldfish and look up the metagame for that deck. This is all learning experience. I'll look at the metagame. Let's go. Hey, MTG Goldfish. Sponsor the dude. Sponsor the dude. There, see, like, oh, it's not beating out elves, but it's beating out affinity. Inside out combo's been on the tail end of the minigame, but still. Okay, so they play Chittering Rats, Bully on the Spectre, Thorn of the Black Rose, pair of Anglers. Yeah, this looks like the deck that I played against. They're gonna put in. They're not gonna put in Electrickeries. Choking Sands, maybe. They don't have much sideboard against me. Yeah, they could put in. They're putting in the relics, so I should. Or maybe they'll leave everything as is. That can also be an option, because the relics hinder them as much as it hinders me. It doesn't even hinder me. Chainer's Edict takes on Gurmag Angler. That's it. If that. No. Yeah. Main board's pretty good. Oubliettes are an answer. Distress would be good. I'll take out Distress and put in a relic. Just one relic. I don't think I need more. Maybe those are wrong. Boy, should I keep this hand? Alright, he mulls to 6 too, sure. Alright, it's better. That was better than that first hand. Whoa, doggy. Alright. Let's put that on top. Okay. Called it. That was the only option they could bring sideboard. That's why Unearth's really good. It's a cycler too, so it's like I said, it's never a dead draw. Okay. You can either play Bounce Land. Oh no. That's so bad. Let's just show off. Oh, that's so bad. I'm sorry, opponent. Yeah. Sure. um, just play this out. Sorry. Oh, hey, look at it. It's basically like I went first. This game. Okay. So if I get... Okay, cool. I can't do the unearth plan. Okay. Pretty decent. Sign in blood, so good! 2 mana, draw 2 cards. Pretty decent. Sure. Can't do anything about that. Here's my hand. Based on we have 1 out of 12 chance to draw one of our Baronmoors. We have 1 out of 47 chance to draw our Pajuka Bog. It's not really an issue right now. Firebolt's good. It's... Oh, they probably have Angler. Okay. Let's just sign in blood. Let's distress. If we can discard the retrace card. That's gross. We can do. I wonder what we're gonna get. Just yeah, let's just go and exile. Graveyard. Good thing we have that Monarch card. We could have put in the 2 other thorns of the Black Rose, but I didn't think that the unnecessary Monarch triggers really mattered. That doesn't really matter. We don't have a graveyard recursion in this deck. Need to place opponent. Sorry. Now I just feel bad for the dude. Well, he chose to play the discard deck. Can't really feel bad for him that much. Yeah, let's just leave out this figure. We don't want to play the distress again. we've drawn 10 cards more than our opponent. Damn, dude. He would have lightning bolted in response anyway. Oof. Damn it. Oh. Alright. Cool. That's a thing. Now he just has like the 3 chittering rats. Might as well. Distress is so good. And again, it's not. This is not reflective of every single matchup, every single game of this kind of matchup. There's gonna be games where he gets enough discard or enough of a board presence that the distresses are good enough. But like I said, the difference between 2 mana and 1 mana is so crucial. This mechanic's so busted. Let's see why Legacy is like taken aback by it. Okay, just shitting rats me. It's fine. Let's just oubliette the dude. Sorry, my guy. It's like we never really got affected by chittering rats. Oh. Yeah. This deck is sweet. I'm so sad it lost metagame like presence, but I'm kind of glad because nobody expects it. Let's do Thorn. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Okay. Now we can just play Combage Wishes. So we have 6, 7, 9, then 3. Yeah, it's game. Okay. All right. I'll see you in round 2. Round 2 starting. We're playing mono black control. Hmm. We're on the draw. We have 22 out of 53. 1/5 of our draw can be lands. So risky. I'll keep it. I will keep it just because we're on the draw. We have 2 draws. And afterwards we have Sign in Blood, so it should be good. Alright, fine, sure. Let's go play it. Alright, I'm glad I kept that hand then. Close turn 2, Sign in Blood, turn 3, Chittering Rats. Turn 4, if we hit our land drop, which should be fine because we have our Sign in Bloods. Cool. Actually, let's just hold up this figure. Yeah, we'll hold up this figure. We would have needed to discard. There's no need to put that kind of pressure. Or that kind of, You don't need to play Sand and Blood just yet. That could end up haunting me. You know. Always yield. Cool. Yeah. That's a thing. Like they never discarded. It's really like they never discarded. So blue green. This is blue green, a ghostly flicker deck because of all the ETBs. I can already tell. Ghostly Flicker is such a good card, but I think I just want to play out this other Chitting Rats just to get it out there. They may not have any more draws. They may have drawn into lands. Just staving them off one more draw is worth it. Okay. We just figure and then kill them. Cool. Sounds good. So we have 4 power on board. We draw our land next turn. It's all gravy. Okay. But like I said, they didn't draw. They didn't have any. They didn't have any draws. Sometimes that happens. Let's. Can regret this. We can end up regretting this, but let's sign in blood first. I want to draw a land. Swamp. Yes! Yes. Let's go with another Chittering Rats. Wonder what they're ramping to. Maybe a capsize? Just always yield. Oh! Ant? Okay. They've been thinning out their deck. So. Alright. Return a Chittering Rat to my hand? Wonder why I didn't just cast it. It's a non-land, so we have to return it. Oh, okay. Sweet. Now we know. Now it makes sense. They have an Ether Snipe. But they're not gonna be drawing anything for the next 2 turns. And let's Edict. The whole bounce thing is well worth it in my deck. I wonder if they're willing to bounce my carries. That'd be super sick. I think that. Oh god, they knew it. They knew it. Oh, the strategy. Okay. I'm gonna put in the thorns because I don't know how long this game's gonna get. Duress, maybe. They ran a lot of creatures. They're pretty creature heavy for a deck. Duress. They can just bounce their stuff. It exiles it. They can just bounce it in response. Yeah, I'd rather go down to Oubliettes and go for the thorns. The stress is fine. You bounce it, I can just disfigures, I don't feel is necessary. Relics, just in case they have any graveyard stuff. So let's go. Let's go just one relic, and then 2 thorns. Let's go down to oubliettes and one of the disfigures. I haven't seen this build. It's not a meta. It's not a meta build. It's a pretty sweet build. They're just ramping so they can just bounce and get value. This is fine. 2, 3, 4 turns done. You're running. Okay. Okay then. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Okay. No, I'm not gonna run Sign and Blood out. They're thinning out their decks even more. Eh. I'm glad maybe I could have sideboarded in. Maybe I could have sideboarded out 2 more disfigures and put in Chainer's Edicts. Sorry guys, I haven't played this deck in a long while. Is Chainer's Edict so good against decks that have Seagate Oracles? I haven't seen either Snipe C play at all, so that's pretty new to me. But yeah, Seagate Oracle, this figure is cute, but I can't really get over that with like my Chittering Rats. And they don't seem to run any sideboard hate. It's a bad color card. Oh, the Poking. Ooh, fancy. Ghostly Flicker on stack. Bouncing Seagate Oracle and Muldrifter. That's why I love playing Tron. It's so good. They have now I can see. I can totally kind of see the build. It's mnemonic walls. It's a bounce. It's flicker. It's flicker value. That's what the build is. Now I'm debating whether or not to run this thorn out because they're gonna get it back for sure. Let's just run it out. There's no point in bluffing there. So we're gonna block with Seagate Oracle, and then we would just wasted a blocker. Should have just attacked just to see if they were silly enough to block my Chittering Rats with their Muldrifter. Really don't feel like being that tricky right now. Okay. They're ramping. Next turn, I'm definitely going to Pachuca Bog. And a Pachuca Bog, play Phyrexian Rager, cycle Baron more. Okay, sure, sounds good. What do you want to bounce? Okay. Always yield, fine. Let's Pachuca Bog out their graveyard. Get Thorn. Have Thorn ready against Ether Snipe. I probably run 3 to 4 Ghostly Flickers, so... Ooh, they're also running Ponders. That's good. Yeah, Chainer's Edict is great in Smash Up. Because it doesn't matter what if you flicker in response, um, the trigger's still gonna be on the stack. So... Cloud Shift. Cloud Shift to common. Ooh, that's spicy. Oh, God. This is a really, really, really spicy build. Oh, God. I don't know how I'm gonna get back with this. Maybe you shouldn't go long game. Maybe you should go aggro. Just block. I should keep the oubliettes in. Just for future reference. This is turn 6. Oh, this is a spicy, spicy build. What am I... I'm looking for answers. But I don't think my deck has any. He's drawn 6 more cards than me. I need to keep the disfigures in. But I also need to keep the oubliettes in. They need to go down Chainer's Edicts. Because just the fact that he's able to flicker Muldrifter is so good. Yeah, I can't really win this. I sideboarded wrong. Oh, that was rough. That was a rough game. Oubliettes. No, I can keep and tendrils, duh. Just get tendrils in, just so I can stave off for the Gary kill. So I sideboarded out a disfigure. They don't have any removal, so why am I keeping the unearths? Also, they don't have any life gain. Why am I keeping the oubliettes? You can just put in the crypt rats. They don't have any one toughness creatures, so I'll get in a crypt rat and then take out a combat roaches. Distress, good. Duress. Should I take out another Kumbad Witches? Should I take out a Disfigure and a Kumbad Witch for 2 Duresses? I put in the... I don't want to over-duress. Yeah, because their game plan hinges on those ghostly flickers. Yeah, let's keep it in. Let's go like that. Let's go. Man, sideboarding for this game is like really, really, really need it. Oh god. I have 4 duresses. So one out of 13 draws is the duress. I have 8 discard cards in my main deck. So let's draw into those. Oh. Are they land screwed? No, they're not. Okay. One of my tendrils. We have so much mana. Uh, so. This is a sweet deck. I wanna build this deck. This figure. And keep up this figure and play as Friction Rager. Okay. They're gonna cloud shift. Oh. I want to draw into those answers. So let's Friction Rager. Let's just cycle a Baron more. This figure doesn't do. Well, we'll keep it up just in case. We'll draw those answers pretty soon. This is pretty much a dead draw. These are at least death touchy. Okay. They don't play Mole Drifter. I can just block and double block. Man, not drawing into those duresses. It's just Bajuka Bog right now. So you have the momentary blink. Oh, that was a punt. I should have cycled the Baron more. When I cycling the Baron more would have been like key card. It's fine. Need to stop rushing. Need to focus. This is a really good game. I'm glad, whatever the result is, I'm glad that this happened. Let's just block and a block. Sure. They get to draw a card. Big whoop. Sorry, I'm usually very jovial. I'm actually like really focusing right now. We've drawn 5 cards more than them. Usually the person who draws more cards wins this with every game of Magic. And I get to finally cycle this Baron more. I have 2 cards. Let's Ghostly Flicker. Man. If I had drawn those dresses earlier, you wouldn't have gotten such a good board state. And I can't really complain about it now. They can just bounce my Thorn and attack. They drew Cloud Shift. I think this game. Well, that blows. Gain 5, 6. Take 6. Yeah. I wish there was like a GG or emoticon thing. Well, good game. Let's play it out. I need to actually just play out my rounds. Let's see if they like don't attack. Okay. Maybe just showing off. Jeez. Now that I finished now that I faced this matchup, should be fine. Yeah, GG. You know what? I'll take it. Take all of it. All right, let's go for round 3. All right, round 3. Round 3. Yeah, we'll keep this. Now it's the bait. If we draw a swamp, we can just like hold up disfigure and or um go. So with elves, because I'm assuming we're playing elves, you have to kill their turn one Lanor elf, Elvish Mystic, Fendorn elf, because they only run 13 lands. Most elves decks do. Some elves decks I've seen run 18 lands. I think they're incorrect because the 13 land elf deck is so powerful and so explosive. You have to kind of respect it. Now, if they only run 13 lands, so they have a 12 out of 53 chance to draw their second land. Maybe they have 3 lands in their opening hand. For some reason that's the odds. You either have you either have a lot of lands or no lands at all. So the mulligan for the elves deck is really, really, really crucial and key. The fact that he didn't mulligan and just played turn 1 Land Elves tells me that he either has a turn 2 Priest of Titania play or something or other. I'm going to disfigure this elf right away, because that means that he either has to wait a long time until he draws a second land, or he has another turn 1 play. Yeah, he has another play. We'll play this. We'll play Kumbaj, which is next turn. Drawing all the lands, I see. Lead. See, though, you would have had turn 2 lead. That would have been super backbreaking for us. But we have a main board answer to this deck. It's Kumbaj, which is. And he drew 5. He played 3 mana, draw 5. It's so good. Cycle, sure. What is he discarding? Distant Melody. He needs a Birchlaw Ranger in order for him to cast that. But if we can start just pinging his dudes, his Elvish Vanguard's gonna get super swole. No lie, it's gonna get super bad for us. That just means that we have to start pinging his dudes super fast. Like I said, I'm glad that I disfigured that line of elves, even though that set this back a turn. I'm glad. He has a Nettle Sentinel at hand. He has another Elvish Vanguard in hand. Cool. Another Nettle. He can play a Nettle Sentinel or a Birch Lurmage. Ooh, he can just poop out his hand. That Elvish Vanguard's gonna get swole. He can play a Timberwatch Elf. Nope. Our thought process right now is to get out Gary. Or we can play Baronmore next turn and get out this Thorn, which can just kill his stuff. Death Touch is so good in this deck. The fact that he doesn't have access right away to Timberwatch Elf next turn means that he can't protect his stuff. which doubly means that we have the advantage at that point. And the fact that we are able to kill Birchlar Rangers, so he doesn't get to keep tapping and untapping his Nettle Sentinel, is clutch. It's fine if he swings at us for a whole bunch. It's cool. He gets to play. We get to play Gary next turn, gain back 7 life. Oh. It's just, I don't know why we're not auto yielding. We can't do anything about that. It doesn't have scary stuff like Priest or Titania or anything. Why didn't he float mana? Oh, yeah. So we're definitely gonna kill that dude. Okay. Block. The extra draws clutch. Yes. Combat, which is so good. The fact that we have keep saying the fact we have Crypt Rats in the sideboard for this matchup. So I'm happy. Drawn 2 cards. Oh. That's really good card against us. Well, pack it in, boys. Pack it in. I'll take it. Wait, do I actually want to take it though? I want to disfigure. Yeah, I'll block here. Because we can just keep chomp blocking our opponent. Down to 4. Chainers. I don't know how we get back from this. Yeah, we can't get back from this. I may have misplayed there. Maybe we should have played No, we wouldn't have gone back from this. Oh, that was so bad. That was. I don't think I punted. I may be wrong. Chainer's Edict is really bad in this matchup. Tendrils, get in here. Crypt Rats, get in here. This figure is really good. Distress seems mediocre. Because I know it's pretty proactive, but sometimes you kind of have to be reactive in this matchup. And 2-mana sorcery. 2-mana do nothing sorcery. Seems kind of meh. Unearth, actually. Get back one of the distresses and get back a thorn. I mean, took out Unearths. We're at 60 right now. Distress actually doesn't seem so bad. Especially if we kind of can them in terms of mana. Sure, let's go. Let's. Okay. That was bad. That was bad. I think I misplayed. I definitely misplayed. Two disfigures. Yeah. Just because we have two disfigures and a Kumbaj Witches. Oh. Alright. 22 out of 52. Let's go. Let's go. Not like this. Not like this. Oh god. Come on. Oh. So bad. It feels so bad. I should have mulled. not the end of the world. They still have crypt rats. I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get. Spider Silk. It's a good card. We can't. I'm not even gonna feign any like counterplay or anything. If he's planning out his turn. Yeah. This feels so bad. I probably yeah, no, I should have mulled. Oh god. Such a good hand. Boy, I disfigure. That that would have helped a bit a while ago. Um uh, I still have crit rats, that's why I'm not giving up. When he swings for with Lana Huntmaster. That's fine, you can gain all the life you want. Yep. Oof. It's just all's yield. Sure. Okay. Sadness is on the stack. Life choices is on the stack. Regretting my is on the stack. Regretting my resolves. Life choices resolves. And then sadness resolves. This is why Elves is a good deck. GG, opponent. GG. Alan. Boy, was he such a horrible human being. Do I even want to... Yeah, I do. You know what, opponent? You may take my life, but you will never take my freedom. Do your worst. Do your worst. I am ready. Let's just so you guys don't get deaf. With arms wide open, I will take my fist and you for nowhere. Something, something, hey. With arms wide open, and hell. Of course. Let's go, come on. I have to play 2 more rounds. This is a learning. This is a learning experience for me too. Let's go. Oh God. Yeah, sounds good. See you in round 4. Round 4. Let's go. Sure. Let's keep this. Mulling to 6. Mull to 5. Okay, so this is a very mull intensive hand. Okay. So I'm hoping that the Chittering Rat's play is gonna set him back a few turns. Sure. Yeah, it is gonna set him back a few turns. Cool. Terminate. Nope. Another edict. Well, this sucks. No, my unearths are offline. Play this and then cycle the other Baronmore. Oh. Sure. Let's go with this. It's black. Red. Discard again. We can cycle this unearth and try to get some board presence or get in the game in some way. Okay, cool. Let's go play Thorn instead, just so we can get further away. Keep up this figure. Oof. What have we drawn? Baronmore. Okay. Unearth seems good. Trainer's Edict does not seem good, even though they do have a Gurmag Angler. We can just try to outdraw them. Oubliette seems bad. They have so much life gain. I don't think Trip Rats can do it. Get out the disfigures. Get into duresses. Go and put in the Relic of Progenitus because, as we know, they play Gurma Ganglers, they play Firebolts, and they play Chainers. Like, saw that last game. It's fine. Oubliette's there just for another answer. We took out most of our removal. But I don't think this is going to be a removal game. This is for the Liliana Specters. Yeah. I'm good with this. Go. Let's keep this. The Ragers are going to get there. We have a whole bunch of lands to discard. Okay, cool. Discard Gary. Yep, you discarded Gary. Cool. Distress. Terminate. Yeah, it's fine. You can keep Terminate. It's cool. They kept a very land heavy card hand too. Let's go Rakdos Carnarium. Unearth. Ooh. Such a good draw. Let's see if we can draw them out of the game. Sure. Two unknown cards. Okay. They have two mountains, a swamp, a terminate, and two unknown cards. Cool. Let's go. Let's make them use a terminate. They can take 2 damage, it's fine. The card advantage is key. Always yield. We're never not gonna want draw cards. It's just fine, sure. Okay. So we still know what's in their hand. Alright, back-to-back Garys can do it. They have one unknown. They have two mountains. So back-to-back Garys is gonna do it. Huh? You want to attack? We can't. We'll definitely block. It's fine. We're at a low enough life total as it is. Huh? I think if he swings with the Liliana Spectre, if he doesn't draw anything good, we're set. So get to go and attack him for 6. It takes 4. We attack him for 6. He takes 4. Gary resolves. He takes another 6. He's down to 1. Sign in blood for game. Sure. Discard. He has 2 mountains and 2 unknown cards. Okay, relic. Sure. Okay. I think we just win here. Yeah, that's why Sign in Blood's so flexible. Okay, take 4. Always healed. He takes 6. You have... Hey, GG. Cool. I will see you in round 5. Alright, round 5. Bad. Bad. Sure! 3 disfigures, main hand. Let's go. Bottom. We want to get into third land, but hoping to see some action beforehand. Maybe that was a mistake. That was probably a mistake, but can't look back at it now. Let's go. Affinity. Boy, these Kumbaj witches are gonna go so handy on this in this matchup. No, it's not. They're not gonna be handy. Most of the affinity draws, like, they're like 2, 3, 4 toughness. Like, run that much, run that ballpark. We can kill frogmites. That can be a thing. Mirror enforcers are gonna be a pain. Yeah, no, the affinity matchup is the one I'm scared of the most. Yeah, because it's cool. Yeah, a 4/4 that I can't really deal with. It just feels bad. It is. It just feels bad worthy. Alright, so we got chitting rats. We can double block and then ping it. We can just ping it back. So they just 2-for-1 us all day long. Yeah. It's not something that we like. We'll just chittering rats. Make them lose a turn. Galvanic Blast. Or Metallic Rebuke. Well, nope. That's not a thing that I want people to do. Now the Affinity deck is kind of fair. Except for when they do unfair things. Like 1 mana for 2 cards. It's pretty decent. They go up a card. Actually, that's not fair. Free spells. Oh, free spells. The above a 500 record dream is dead, boys. It's pretty dead. It's pretty doom and gloom here. Yeah, we can't deal with that. Look at their board state, and then look at our board state. It's kind of like elves. They get started off with pretty bonkers starts. What are we even like expecting to draw here? Nope, not a damn thing. I mean, sure. Let's cast. And then let's concede. No, we're not. We shouldn't. I need to stop doing that. I need to play out my games. Discard cards aren't even good here. Because they just get out such a fast start. Nope. Fling. Okay, concede. Well, that didn't go so good. Distresses are too slow. Oubliettes are good. These figures are just don't do much if at all. These at least trade up. We have 3 more sideboard slots that we could do. Chainer's Edict. Get around their big stuff by just saying F you to the board. Crypt Rats can get there if I stall long enough. But at the same time, why not just have distresses? They just poop out their hand, that's why we don't want distresses. Just do 2 Crypt Rats. Maybe I sideboarded wrong, but I think this feels right. Come on, we can turn this around. I believe. Sure. Let's... we only have 4 Baron Moors. Why did we draw like 2 of them? No, we have them all. Unfair things. Go. Sure. Pass. Okay. Let's go and sign in blood. Let's go back to pretty decent opening hand. Sure. Let's cycle Unearth. Sounds good. Let's cast Oubliette. Fine. We can make him sack later. I don't think they have any like enchantment interaction in the main board. I don't think they sideboarded, they just like... This Tendrils is gonna go online next turn. Perfect. Make him sack. And make him... Let's plow under him. He's taking away at our life. Inch by inch. Giggity. We need a blocker. Or an Oubliette. Cloud Scour is so good. Okay. And GG. Oh god. Well, 2 out of 5 ain't bad. Sure. Might as well. Let's go. Choo choo. Holding on to my seat. I auto yielded. Just attack me for lethal. Let's recap. We faced 2 black-red discard decks. We went 2-0 against them. That was really neat. I guess with them, they have a lot of tap lands. And they have a lot of very difficult lines of play. But with us, we were able to overcome them with our draws and our board presence. They had a lot of interaction, but the Monarch, the Monarch trigger that we get from Thorn and Black Rose is just very overwhelming in terms of card advantage. So that was good. Those were 2 wins today. We had 3 losses. One against One against blue green, a little Bant Flicker. That was a really sweet deck. I want to play that one day. We kind of underestimated how they interact and how they are able to ramp. We are a very interactive deck, control deck, but we from the future we know to rely on our discard in our discard, because if we try to do removal, if we try to remove anything, they can just react with a flicker effect. They overwhelmed us with their board state. The main takeaways from all three matchups that we lost is we don't have mass removal for any board state that has toughness 2 or more, which is something that we kind of have to get around. With anything that's playing blue or green, they usually have counter spells or fog. That's how they're able to sustain themselves. Um, with elves, they were able to accumulate mass amount of board state by turn 3 or turn 2. I personally believe that we did the correct line of play of interacting early with their threats, but in the end, they were able to draw themselves out more. The second game, or well, the second game, when we weren't able to correctly, when we were land screwed, that was bad. We had all the answers, we just didn't get there in time, and they snowballed us. Which is why elves decks are usually called elf ball, because they're able to snowball board presence. And with Pauper, there's no wrath effects. There's Electrickery for 1 toughness creatures. There's Shrivel. There's Echoing Decay for 2 toughness or less, but that's only for it's conditional. Well, if they have a whole bunch of elf tokens, we can Echoing Decay one of them, and all the rest of them go bye bye. But I believe that Pauper needs a card, a sort of infest effect at common, and we don't have that yet. The third game that we lost. The third game that we lost was just Affinity. Affinity, if they have the nut draw, they're able to kind of spread out they're able to poop out their hand by turn 4 or 5, even by turn 3. I've seen Affinity builds poop out their hands turn 3. It's fair, unfair Magic, and our format is Legacy Light, so I'm to expect that, and I'm to sideboard accordingly. Much like Modern, your sideboard is are battles that you have to pick and choose to win or lose. So we need to update our sideboard or maneuver the sideboard in ways to fit your meta. Just because you're playing it online doesn't mean you're going to play it in real life as well. I know a lot of people's metas are really lacking right now because there's not a lot of interest in the format. That's why I made this channel. But it all comes down to your sideboard and how you play out your games. It was just like with any format of Magic. And I believe that I did play some of the games very really poorly, I'll admit that. But this is a learning experience, and I hope that you guys join it with me. Thank you for watching an episode. Thank you for watching the first episode of Common Sense. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for any notifications of new videos from my channel. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.